With a year break from the Oliviers due to the pandemic, this upcoming 2022 Olivier Awards are a lot bigger than usual, and with so many musicals and plays nominated this year, it's easy to fall behind. So this is your survival guide, inspired by Musical Theatre Mash's Tony Awards survival guides. Today I'm going to run you through every musical nominated at this year's awards, and a few of the most nominated plays, so that you're ready to watch the awards this Sunday. Let's start with our new musicals, going in order of most nominations.
Great Scott!
Based on the 1985 film, Back to the Future the Musical is a faithful adaptation of the story of Marty McFly, who travels back in time to make sure his parents fall in love so that he doesn't cease to exist. The musical keeps the same writers as the film and manages through spectacular special effects to keep the journey of the film flowing on stage and really fun to watch play out. With some jaw-dropping moments, it's easy to see why Back to the Future has picked up the most nominations out of the new musicals this year, despite a big snub towards Roger Bart, who I thought was one of the best parts of the show as Doc Brown. Nevertheless, the show is nominated in 7 categories, including Best Set Design, Best Lighting Design, and of course Best New Musical.
This is more than a nightclub. The Moulin Rouge is a state of mind.
Moulin Rouge is a big jukebox musical based on the popular Baz Luhrmann film of the same name. This show just picked up the 2021 Tony Award for Best New Musical, so it would be interesting to see if it follows suit here. However, that was a much smaller season than we have here over in the West End. It has a lot of strong competition, so you just have to wait and see. Moulin Rouge is up for 5 awards this year, including Best Set Design, Best Theatre Choreographer, and Best New Musical.
Let it go. Let it go.
Frozen was made for the West End. We love a Disney musical here, and I think Frozen will have a stronger life here than it did on Broadway. Will it win the awards though, however, is another question. Frozen is of course based on the Disney film of the same name that no one could escape just a few years ago, and it follows the sistership of Anna and Elsa. When Elsa, who is cursed with ice powers, runs away from her position of Queen of Arendelle, it's up to Anna to save her and save the kingdom from the eternal winter that Elsa has caused. Frozen is up for 4 awards this season, but interestingly not up for an award for Best Set Design, which I thought was a clear win for it. However, it has gained a nod for Best Costume, Lighting, Best Actress, and Best New Musical. Now, this is a season full of jukebox musicals, and Get Up Stand Up gives Bob Marley's story the spotlight. Telling his story through his own music, which is a trend that we're seeing with a lot of musicals at the moment, like Tina, The Cher Show, Beautiful, MJ, and even The Drifters Girls, which is also nominated this season, also following suit and doing the same.
This Bob Marley musical has been nominated for 4 awards. Best Orchestrations, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, and Best New Musical.
We've got the group everybody's talking about at the start of their huge nationwide tour, The Drifters!
In an interesting twist on the current trend of telling the story through the artist's music, the Drifters musical turns the attention from the band and instead to Faye Treadwell, the first female African-American music producer. With the legendary Beverly Knight in the leading role, this show has picked up 2 nominations, a nod for Best Actress with Beverly Knight, which I think she has a very strong chance in winning, and of course Best New Musical.
Hold me back, Cinderella, I will not say goodbye.
Now let's talk about the one musical that has been nominated, however not for Best New Musical. This is Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella. Now this was a certainly surprise, even if my thoughts on the show aren't overly positive. Cinderella has pretty much been completely snubbed this season. Andrew Lloyd Webber's self-proclaimed new take on Cinderella stars Carrie Hope Fletcher as the only rebellious person in a seemingly perfect town. Although it's missed out on a nomination for Best New Musical, it did manage to pick up 1 nomination, which went to Victoria Hamilton Barrett for her role as the stepmother, which I must say is a deserved nomination for how much she did put into that role. Now, let's move on to the revivals, which include the 2 most decorated musicals this season. There is no surprise that this is the most nominated show, with 11 nominations this year. The classic story of Cliff and Sally finding their place in Berlin while ignoring the politics brewing behind them is a gripping tale, but with this production leaning towards an immersive experience, it is glorious the moment you enter the building. I will not be surprised this wins the Oliviers this year, with it being a key contender in almost every category it's nominated in, including Best Set, Best Lighting, Best Theatre Choreographer, and of course, Best Musical Revival. This version of Anything Goes, the classic Broadway musical about a stowaway on a boat who tries to hide from the captain while also trying to stop the love of his life getting married to someone she doesn't love, came back and made a splash last year. Get it? Sutton Foster reprised her role as the lovable Reno Sweeney, alongside a talented cast at the Barbican, and managed to break box office records even though we stepped out of lockdown. The show is up for 9 awards, including Best Choreographer, which I think is a slam dunk win for this production. Best Actor and Actress awards for Gary Wilmot, Robert Lindsay, Carly Mercedes Dyer, and Sutton Foster. And of course, Best Musical Revival. I believe, I believe, I believe, oh I believe. The hit musical about German teenagers in the late 19th century struggling with coming of age and their newfound sexuality returned with a brand new production at the Almeida this year. And as the Best Revival category needed one more show, it managed to pick up a nomination while being snubbed everywhere else. I do think in a different season it probably could have picked up some more nominations, however it's only picked up one, with a nod in Best Musical Revival. Now, because the Oliviers mix a lot of their categories with musicals and plays, it's important to have some knowledge of the biggest contenders from this side of theatre. As I tend to focus more on musicals, we'll spend a little bit less time on these, but we'll still run them through so you can be up to speed. Life of Pi is the most decorated play this season, drawing with Anything Goes with 9 nominations, and I think it'll pick up a lot of these, including Best Set, which gives a nomination towards the designers of the puppets as well as the actual set design. And also, it's interesting to note another one of their nominations, which is that all 7 actors who puppet the tiger have been jointly nominated in Best Supporting Actor. Normal Heart and Constellations are the next most awarded plays this season, with 5 and 4 nominations respectively, and both of these shows mainly having those nominations focused in acting. Pride and Prejudice, sort of, and 222 A Ghost Story are joint in 3 nominations each. I must say here that I think it's a shame that Pride and Prejudice, sort of, was only recognised in the Best Entertainment category, as I think it should also have got a nomination in Best New Play. The rest of the plays this season picked up 2 nominations, Best of Enemies and Tragedy of Macbeth, or 1 nomination such as Cruise, A Number, Shark is Broken, Choir of Man, Anna X, Hamlet, Mirror and the Light, and Pantoland. And there you have it. Your survival guide is wrapped up. But thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy watching the Olivier Awards this Sunday. Who are you rooting for? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you did enjoy this video, please consider hitting like and subscribing. It really helps me out. But that's it for now. I've been Ellie. Thank you for talking theatre with me. Bye.